I actually received this album request a long time ago. I just really haven't found the time to get around to doing it with all the other stuff being released. But it's relevant since the new Megadeth album is coming up. Megadeth, that one night live in Buenos Aires. Forgive me if I mispronounce the name of the city. My Spanish is not really up to par. But this is a live album DVD that bothers me a little bit. This was filmed during the era of The System Has Failed. The current lineup at this point was, I believe, Mustaine, Glenn Drover, Sean Drover, and James McDonough, who was a filling bassist after Mustaine's arm injury that happened to him, where he was told he couldn't play guitar anymore, and, well, he obviously recovered because he's still making badass music today. I'm going to be going off the DVD track listing because it's been forever since I've seen a CD copy of this, and, well, it's up on Netflix for anybody to watch and instant streaming. So the track listing for the DVD opens with Blackmail the Universe, Set the World Afire, Wake Up Dead, In My Darkest Hour, She-Wolf, Reckoning Day, A Tout Le Monde, Hangar 18 with a bit of a splicing in of Return to Hangar, I'll Be There, Tornado of Souls, Trust, Something That I'm Not, Kick the Chair, Coming Home, Symphony of Destruction, Peace Sells, and Holy Wars as an encore presentation. Now this DVD opens up with, it has some footage of the band heading to the gig in Argentina. And I really don't want to have to go through and review all these tracks individually, but it's surprising to see that there is some material here in Megadeth that you don't really see live anymore. I mean, occasionally you'll see stuff like Set the World Afire, She-Wolf, hell, even Tornado of Souls is out of the playlist now. This is a bit disappointing since that was in the main set list for quite some time. This is a great collection of songs that Megadeth don't always play live. It's great to not have some footage of that instead of having another greatest hits collection. Some highlights that personally I think are great on this live DVD. Blackmail the Universe. This is a really underrated song in my opinion. I love Blackmail the Universe. I was never really a big fan of The System Has Failed. I think that there is a lot of filler tracks on that album, but the tracks that I do like are really heavy hitters in the Megadeth discography. I also like the performance of Wake Up Dead, because there is a moment about 2 minutes in where you could see synchronized headbanging of the entire band, and I don't know if that was intentional, but it's awesome nonetheless. It's also nice to see Reckoning Day being one of my favorite Megadeth songs out of the era that I really don't enjoy of the band. So it's nice to see something like that. And then you've got tracks like I'll Be There, which, if I remember correctly, was on Risk. I don't think you'll ever see Mustaine play anything off of Risk anymore, but again, variety here. This is a great variety of songs from their entire catalog up to that point. Same thing with Something That I'm Not. I can't even remember what album That I'm Not is on. Anyway, the sound. I don't really like the guitar tone too much in this live show. If you ask me, the best live show you could see of Megadeth in terms of having a great guitar tone is the Blood in the Water. Blood in the Water show, which has never been released on DVD. I remember going over to my uncle's, and he had just started watching it on HDNet, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we're going to be watching some Megadeth here. And Blood in the Water nailed it. They nailed the sound on the head for Megadeth, and I believe Blood in the Water was a much better show than this. I find concert DVDs that are of festivals, I find the band to be a bit boring because they're not that energetic. Because it's a festival. I mean, you can't, and The crowd in Buenos Aires, I don't really like them singing along with the song all the time. I can understand because Mustaine does this thing during Peace Sells, and I've seen him do it live before, um, where you sing, if there's a new way, I'll be the first in line. Better work this time. It's nice to have something like that, but to be going along with every single guitar part of every song gets a bit annoying after a while. Nonetheless, it just proves that those guys down there are crazy Megadeth fans. And that's a good thing. Overall, if I had to give this live DVD a grade, I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. The quality of the material is not really that great. Granted, the set list is excellent, but the sound of the band just, it doesn't seem right to me. It sounds off. If you ask me, go watch Blood in the Water. But I'm not saying that that One Night is bad. It's just that I don't prefer that as an accurate representation of a Megadeth live show. For something like that, I would recommend either the Rest in Peace Blu-ray or Blood in the Water, as I have mentioned before. So a 6.5 out of 10 from me, Danny here from Metal Couch, signing off.